position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the USC Trojans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Trojans will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quick completion on the out. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, South Carolina. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Quarterback making checks. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to pass. He's going to take a shot right away. He's got it on the sideline. To the house, he got loose. Touchdown, Trojan.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Under fire.
very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. And he'll be brought down. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Lyons. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, USC! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. He's going to run it. There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. Slips a tackle and he's got room. He smashes his way through again. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Direct snap. It's Harbor. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, we'll have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. Wyoming took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Laramie. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. A busy day in the Mountain West and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Got it in the middle. It's Lane. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Unloads to the right. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. On target over the middle. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Gain of 21 on the play. That's a 1st down for the offense.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Now on the move. Fighting off the defender.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. quarterback making adjustments. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They want to throw it. Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And how great is it to see the most athletic position on the field doing work, showing he could be a running back, showing he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can't a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Mayava. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab right down the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? That type of big play can even make traveler perk up and take notice.
Hey, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Might be calling a hot route. Going to swing it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Ross. On the move at the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. A shot toward the end zone, and they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
He wants it all. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Wow, look at this. You can take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans!
And was there ever any doubt, guys? 4th and goal. You got to turn around. Give it to your bell cow. Just know he's going to find a way to get it in the end zone, and he did exactly that.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UTSA is going to walk off the field there inside the Alamo Dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to double. He's taking the shot. Catch inside the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. He'll take a shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Pulling and finds his man on the left. Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. And the Trojans racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Trojans line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting...
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that patch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Okay, ready?
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. That's reeled in. It's Jordan. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mayava. Scrambling away. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to keep it in the air. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Trojan. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
And they stay on target with the extra point of 35-21. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He uncorks one deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And he's got it inside the 35. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Stanford managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one, and they'll savor this one in Palo Alto for some time, no matter the final score. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Lane. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. He'll throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Jordan. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. He's got it. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8. He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Maiava. Going for 6. Touchdown, USC! Fit it in the window for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Harbor. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On the direct snap, it's Harbor. Caught near the sticks. It's Sellers. Speeding down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking to throw, it's Maiava. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. He has been open all day, and the key to making him a Trojan legend is to just feed him the ball.
And the key to every USC team is finding the playmakers, giving them the football, giving them a chance. If they're covered, they're open. If it's man, they're open. If it's zone, they're open. You feed those star wide receivers.
The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate, that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ruggs. Bounced off his feet. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a third down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
You got to love this job by the defense here in their own end. They're doing an outstanding job in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. Everybody's getting to their marks. They're breaking on the ball, and they forced 3 straight incompletions here with their backs against the wall.
Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer us. Pulls it in on the right. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the...
Got it! Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Wants to throw again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Fired in in from the red zone for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Completes it in the middle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Got it in the middle. It's Lane. Still running at the 40. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll set up to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
To throw, it's Sellers. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine.
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
That quarterback's in zone coverage. They have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
USC 61, South Carolina.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
To kick this one away.
Coming out with it, it's Rowe. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but
Hits him in stride at the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Maiava. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll try the run. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Back to the quarterback. Using his feet to buy time. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Trojans will try to move the chains on 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and They've left the door open.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
To the air, it's Sellers. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. To the air on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
He's looking to pass. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ross. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail.
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab on the big throw. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Lyons. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Quarterback making adjustments. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, USC! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Into the end zone he goes. 2-point conversion is good, and the lead stands at 11. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensive.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
He'll bring it out. It's hot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Back to throw, it's Mayava. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it on the outside. One word to describe this guy, unstoppable. Over 150 yards receiving, and he is putting the gold into that Cardinal and gold.
And they do such a good job with this offense year after year. If you're a USC OC, you got stars. On the outside, you got speed. You know how to highlight them. You know how to find them. And you know how to feed them for big days like this.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. Because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete on the right side. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. West Virginia sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Morgantown. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Under fire. And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Oh, it's a reverse. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, the defense has to be careful. When you got receivers with the speed that guy has, you really need to play with good eye discipline and know where the ball is at all times. Because if he outflanks you, he could take it to the distance.
Starts to scramble to the left. It's complete! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Trojans! That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense.